When I leave home to walk to school, Dad always says to me, "Marco, keep your eyelids up and see what you can see." But when I tell him where I've been and what I think I've seen, he looks at me and sternly says, "Your eyesight's much too keen. Stop telling such outlandish tales. Stop turning minnows into whales." Now what can I say when I get home today? All the long way to school and all the way back, I've looked and I've looked and I've kept careful track. But all that I've noticed except my own feet was a horse and a wagon on Mulberry Street. That's nothing to tell of. That won't do, of course. Just a broken down wagon that's drawn by a horse. That can't be my story. That's only a start. I'll say a zebra was pulling the cart, and that is a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. Yeah, the zebra's fine, but I think it's a shame. Such a marvelous beast with a cart that's so tame. The story would really be better to hear if the driver I saw were a charioteer. A golden blue chariot, something to meet, rumbling like thunder down Mulberry Street. No, that won't do at all. A zebra's too small. A reindeer is better. And he looked mighty smart on Mulberry Street. Now, hold on a minute. A reindeer hates the way it feels to pull a thing that runs on wheels. He'd be much happier instead if he could pull a fancy sled. A reindeer and sleigh. Say, anybody could think of that. A sleigh and an elephant. There's something strange. A blue one with plenty of fun in his eyes. And then, just to give him a little more tone, have a Rajah with rubies perched high on a throne. And that makes a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. But now I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. An elephant pulling a thing that's so light would whip it around in the air like a kite. But he looks simply grand, with a great big brass band. A band that's so good should have someone to hear it. I'll put on a trailer. I know they won't mind. But now, is it fair? I'll bet those wagons weigh more than a ton. I'll give him some helpers. Well, he needs 2 at least. But now, what worries me is this. Mulberry Street runs into bliss. Unless there's something I can fix up, there'll be an awful traffic mix-up. It takes police to do the trick, to guide them through where traffic's thick. They'll never crash now. They'll race at top speed with Sergeant Mullaney himself in the lead. The mayor's there, and the alderman too, all waving big banners of red, white, and blue. And that makes a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. An airplane appears and dumps out confetti while everyone cheers. And that makes a story that's really not bad, but it could be better. Suppose that I add a Chinese boy who eats with sticks, a big magician doing tricks, a 10-foot beard that needs a comb. No time for more, I'm almost home. I swung around the corner, I ran up the steps, and I felt simply great, for I had a story that no one can beat. And to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. But Dad said quite calmly, "Just draw up your stool and tell us the sights on the way home from school." There was so much to tell of, I just couldn't begin. Dad looked at me sternly and pulled at his chin. Was there nothing to look at? No people to greet? Did nothing excite you or make your heart beat? Nothing, I said, growing red as a beet, but a plain horse and wagon on Mulberry Street.